Let's get to Hollywood now. More than 160,000 of your favorite Hollywood actors are calling it quits until their demands are met. Members of the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, I know that's a mouthful, also known as SAG-AFTRA, voted to join screenwriters who have been on strike. They say they have failed to reach a contract agreement with major studios. And by the way, it's the biggest Hollywood walkout in 63 years. Actress Fran Drescher, the union's president, speaking out at Thursday's press conference.
The entire business model has been changed by streaming, digital, AI. This is a moment of history that is a moment of truth. If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
Yeah, she has that iconic voice, and she means business. Let's bring in Sam Rubin, entertainment anchor for our NewsNation station out in Los Angeles. Sam, thanks for being here with us. Break this one down for us. What exactly are the actors' demands here? And is this all about money, or is it more than that?
It is more than money. And as you can tell from Fran Drescher, Markey, I think very effectively, this is personal. It is deeply personal. And I think what is interesting and what she, I think, conveyed with extraordinary effectiveness yesterday is her own level of shock and surprise that it has come to this. The actors and writers have not been out together on strike since 1960, when Ronald Reagan was the president of the Screen Actors Guild. And now Fran Drescher leads her union, approximately 140,000 members, into battle. And this is about money. That is one element. It is also about, significantly so, protection from artificial intelligence. One of the proposals from the producers that's getting a lot of attention is they would say to an extra, hey, come on in. We're going to scan your image. We'll pay you for the day. And then we own your image in perpetuity. We can use you in crowd scenes forevermore. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy for somebody who is a background extra, which is actually a profession, who does this on a regular basis.
Which takes days or even weeks of work away from them. Yeah.
Oh, it takes a lifetime of work away from them. So that was one proposal that was extremely alarming. Actors are looking for, there's a myriad of issues. One reason this is coming about is there are, well over a dozen sort of sticking points, and just to wade through all of them. But money does top the list.
Sure.
The big change, and I think people watching would appreciate this, when you watched a favorite show on broadcast television, NCIS, or go back to a popular sitcom, 22, 26 episodes a year. Now take one of your favorite shows on streaming, 8 episodes, maybe 10, and it's not every season that it starts in September. Sometimes these delays, Stranger Things, the delays can be years. So people here in Hollywood...
People would be heartbroken. I love Stranger Things. I would be heartbroken to see those kinds of delays. Sam, I also have to talk about the ripple effect here, because this strike is not only affecting the actors, the writers, kind of like the point you were making, the extras too. It impacts an untold amount of people behind the scenes, those who work in Hollywood, things like set decorators, costume designers, makeup artists. Talk about the ripple effect here.
The ripple effects are extraordinary. I mean, the city of Los Angeles poised to lose millions on a daily basis in economic activity, because for every person you see on screen, I'd say there's a minimum of 10 that you don't see. Teamsters, which are very much involved in providing support services, say they will support this strike. They will not cross these picket lines. So that effectively shuts down all production, and shutting down all production puts an enormous amount of people out of work. So, Markey, the key question is duration. How long does this last? At the moment, and this may shift or may change, I think the actors are sort of winning the PR war, most especially due to Fran's press conference yesterday. Do studios want to be kind of on the receiving end of these blows for days, for weeks, for months? Some suggest this will wrap up next month in August. Others say September. We had an actress on yesterday who said she fears it's going to go till the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's the real nail biter right now. How long does this last?
Yeah, I think everybody is nervous about the length, the timeline, not only who's involved, but also, the people who love the shows that these 160,000 actors are part of. In your crystal ball, Sam, one more question. How does this end?
Well, there's a phrase that I like, Marky, very much. The end is already knowable. Judd Apatow said this several weeks ago, the well-known director. Let's say, just as an elementary example, the producers are asking for $5 a show. The actors want 10. They're going to settle at 8. Everybody already knows that. It just depends when the studios decide, you know what, all right, we will settle at 8.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.